Time now for an update from Fox Carolina News and Fox Carolina Weather. Weather rates certified most accurate.
Good evening, I'm Victoria Carmen with your flash briefing. Christian leaders suing North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper over his restrictions on indoor religious services during the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, they argue the limits put in place by Cooper violate their right to worship freely. Two Baptist churches, a minister and a Christian revival group filed the federal lawsuit to block enforcement of rules covering the religious services. Now, the order prevents most faith organizations from holding indoor services attended by more than 10 people. The order's critics say the restrictions violate the First Amendment and treat churches differently from retailers and other secular activities. Meanwhile, in Greenville, a portion of Main Street in downtown Greenville will reopen Friday morning. It's been closed to provide some extended areas for walking and dining, but the section of Main between Washington Street and McBee Avenue will remain closed for now, we're told by city officials. And time to get a check at your evening forecast with Chief Meteorologist Kendra Kentz. Beautiful night, Kendra.
Oh, it is so nice, Tori. And, I wish we didn't have to talk about a tropical system at this point, but it looks like we may be over the next couple of days. Good news is it's not coming to South Carolina. It's going to move by offshore, could bring some rip currents, but that'd be about it. Right now, we're looking at that disturbance just south of Miami. It's been dumping rain over the Florida Keys for quite some time. As it moves through the northwestern Bahamas and into the Atlantic, it has an 80% chance of development becoming subtropical storm or tropical storm Arthur. Now, the good news is a front's going to move in. It's likely going to help push Arthur away from the east coast, so no direct impacts are expected at this time, but Outer Banks could get some gusty winds and perhaps one of those outer light rain bands. Now, as for us, conditions remain pretty quiet, at least until late this weekend, early next week with that front that's going to steer Arthur. That'll bring us a better chance for some rain. But for tomorrow morning, looks great. Upper 50s expected toward late morning, mid 60s in the upstate. We'll start off, though, near 50 in the mountains with mid 50s in the upstate. Of course, you'll want to tune in on the morning news as well as at 4, 5, 10, and 11 for the latest on what could be Arthur throughout the day, and download the Fox Carolina News app.